जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा धवा जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा धवा जय कुंज विहारी. Dear devotees, I know it's a bit cold. We're all fresh here. Just let's sing with a bit more intent and a bit more heart and a bit more louder. Okay? Shall we do that? Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajana Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Chari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Dhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vrajajana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Jaya Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavana, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavana, Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jaya Jai Shri Vrindavana Dham. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nahisthiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you so much for coming. We are celebrating Sri Ramachandra Vijayotsava today, the glorious killing of one of the greatest demons which were there. Usually we celebrate, you need to leave Mahatma Prabhu or you are here today? You are here? Okay, sure. Hare Krishna. Yes, okay. Hare Krishna. So usually we don't celebrate somebody dying, in general, right? We don't celebrate it. But here is a special festival wherein we do celebrate. It's weird like that. We don't usually celebrate somebody being killed. Dying also maybe we celebrate sometimes, but someone being killed, not too many times. But here we celebrate because it is important for us. Now, as a festival, of course, in India you get a day off for Dasara. So growing up, it was like, okay, so it's mid of the semester or mid of the year and you have a day off. That's how you would perceive it. But there is deeper meaning and greater implications if we start taking these teachings to our hearts and start actually practicing it. I usually focus my sessions on some practical aspects of life. So just to make sure that the killing of Ravana has some effect in our hearts, let us start with some philosophy maybe, something which we can start applying in our lives and improve it in our own consciousness. So what I would like you to do is close your eyes, please. Then tell me top 3 desires which you have in your hearts, which you really want to get fulfilled. I'll not ask back, so you can just be brutally honest with yourself. Unless you want to share, I won't ask back. Just be honest and figure out what all I want to enjoy in my life, really, like in the core of my heart. Something which is fascinating me always. I really want to get this one thing. Maybe a few things like that. Top 1, 2, 3. For some people, just to helping out, it may be the next job. For some people, it may be the next girlfriend. For some people, it may be next whatever. It doesn't matter. Just be honest with yourself. Car or doesn't matter. iPhone 16 doesn't matter. Right? Just make a list which you think, I really want to have this and want to enjoy with it. Okay, done. I won't ask back, but you have your list. Everybody has a list? Yeah. Anybody doesn't have a list? Prabhu, no. No, Prabhu, Rishar Prabhu has no list. Okay, no problem. So, as I said, I won't ask back, but Let's put some philosophy behind it now. What was Ravana's first interaction with Sita? What was it?
It was when she was choosing a husband, right?
Yes. And what happened?
She didn't choose him.
No.
Couldn't lift,
Yes. He couldn't pass the exam.
he couldn't lift
Right. There was a threshold fixed, and at least this has to be done. It was at least actually. At least they should be able to do this. Right? He failed. So he had to go back. Next interaction?
When he was in the forest.
No.
The second one? I thought it was the first.
When was the next one? Yes, Vamdevru.
I think it is in the Sogwat, in the forest.
No.
No. When he came to it,
Yeah, that was, yes, but then not then.
This was
No.
I always said in his dreams.
Yes, clear. But when? When did the dream start?
when he heard from his sister describing.
When Ravana heard? Yeah. We see in Srimad Bhagavatam, we have discussed it here also. We have heard of a lot of different people who also hear about Krishna and get inspired to serve Krishna. Right? Hear about Krishna and want to serve Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj heard about Krishna from Shukadeva Goswami. It was his whole life's goal actually. I'm going to die now. I really want to hear. He was so much interested to hear about Krishna that in the beginning of, actually in the end of 9th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam has 12 cantos. In the end of 9th canto, after finishing the nine cantos discussion, Shukadeva Goswami just told the entirety of pastimes of Krishna in just 4-5 verses. Krishna was born here, was taken from here to here, and then he did this here, came back and did this, and then went and helped his cousins, and then talked with his friends, and then finished his whole Leela. But then Parikshit was like, no, I want to hear in Vistara. I really want to absorb myself in hearing about Krishna. So entire Srimad Bhagavatam is built on this thing that you want to hear about Krishna. Why? Because when you hear about Krishna, you develop love towards Krishna. This is a well-established fact. You keep hearing about anything, you start loving that person. So now Ravana is also hearing, but not hearing about Krishna or Ram, hearing about Sita, but not in the intention of serving, but in the intention of enjoying. Why? Because even if you think for yourself, how many of us have an experience that you are really, really pursuing something, put so much of effort and you obtained it? Any of you have this kind of experience? You really wanted to achieve this in your life, put so much of effort, and then finally you achieved it. Yeah. So during the process, let's say it's something. Let's say it's a quite significant thing in life. Let's say something like buying a car or getting a house or getting a degree or getting a job or something like that. Right? Something which takes a lot of time. So while pursuing it, there is so much of anticipation, right? So there is your own superimposition on your mind that I do this and I enjoy. And that's why you're pursuing it, right? Because there is an anticipation in the heart that I'm running towards it and to put so much of effort, but when I get it, I'll enjoy. So that anticipation is there, which is making you feel enthusiastic towards pursuing it, right? Because you feel that the moment I get it, I be happy with it. I'll enjoy with it. Right? So if you analyze this technically, it basically means this is your own mind which is having a superimposition. It's having a projection that this is happiness. It has made a picture out of it. Right? This is happiness. So now for Ravana, his mind also drew a picture. Shurpanakha went on to explain Sita's beauty with hints that if there is somebody who is qualified to be with Sita and enjoy Sita, it's you, Ravana. You should be having her. As such, she was living in forest, and all three of them, they were living in forest. Of course, they're all supreme divinity, but they're part of human Leela. They're really living like how humans would live. And Sita, as such, was not really having that kind of royal, imagination which Shurpanakha pictured in Ravan's mind. Ravan had, just from the material comparison, he had much more beautiful women with him. But the picture which Shurpanakha drew in his heart, this is Sita. You should be having her. Ravan was so infatuated, so much infatuated, he is ready now. He just thinks, I need to have her. So Vijayadashami, really, for us, it will start making sense when we understand, yes, in my heart also, I have so many desires in which I want to enjoy myself. There is no place for Krishna. There is no place for Ram. I want to enjoy. And this tendency is a tendency of Ravan. So actual Vijayadashami is when Ravan is killed, right? That is the celebration, right? Ravan is killed. Now for us, of course, we should not be killed as such, but the propensity which is there in our heart needs to be killed. Now Krishna says in Gita, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantite. 10th chapter, 10th verse. Krishna says in clear terms that those devotees who are there always serving me with love and devotion, Tesham satata yuktanam, always in a continuity serving me, dadami buddhi yogam tam, I'll give them the intelligence with which they can come to me. Enamam upayantite. And then in the next verse he tells, Tesham eva anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami. Because I want to show them special mercy, anukampa. I show them special mercy with which all the ignorance which is there in the heart is all destroyed. Aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami. I'm going to destroy Jnanadipena bhasvata. I'm going to light the lamp of knowledge in the heart of the person who is serving me constantly. And with that lamp, I'll destroy all the ignorance. That which is there in our heart, lust, anger, greed, envy, all these things which is there in everyone's heart. And to really understand that that's the Ravan which is sitting right there. No matter how much of a grand imagination we have about ourselves in our hearts, because we think I'm the center of the universe, the best one ever happened on this earth. I'm so good. How many of us have thought sometimes that some friend or some people are like actually bad people? Others have never thought that they are bad people. Yeah. So the good and bad is with respect to what?
It's the mind, the perception.
Whose mind?
Our own mind.
Right? So with your frame of reference, you think, oh, this is good, this is bad. Here's whatever, right? Pratik, good for nothing. Pratapatra, very good. Right? That's your frame of existence, right? Your frame of reference, you decide he is good, he is bad, whatever. Because you think in your heart that you are good. That's when you can make this distinction, is it? Yeah. If there is total absolute conviction in my heart that I'm good, now I can have a whole world, I can just make conclusions about everyone. So the point which I'm trying to say is that we need to come out of that frame of existence, become a real person, understand that no, my heart is actually filled with anarthas, so much. Ravana is sitting right inside, not as a person, but as tendencies. Then real Vijayadashami need to happen means I need to actually let Ram to come and kill these anarthas. Right? They need to be destroyed, right? Somehow. So, going back to what Shurpanakha was doing, in the beginning she came to tell, when she saw Ram, she wanted like, oh, I want to have Ram. She went and proposed to Ram, I want to marry you, straight. Right? Ram told, no, my wife is right here. And this guy, my brother,
He might be,
please go and ask. And Shurpanakha by then had changed into an amazing Shurpanakha. Nakha is nails, right? She was really having a ghast form. Not just form, her heart was like that. But then she changed her external form to become very beautiful. Right? So, in Krishna's Leela also, we see Putana was really bad in her heart, but then changed her form to become very beautiful. But then Krishna is that person who actually looks through the heart. It really doesn't matter to Krishna how one looks like. Right? We value a lot based on externals. Right? We value based on someone's looks, someone's beauty, someone's power, how much wealthy they are, how much intelligent they are. Right? This is how we, right? Huh? Capabilities, how they speak, the skills, and how wonderfully they sing. And then the way we build our imagination is that if someone is beautiful, if someone is speaking really good, if someone is really polished, must be also a good person. Right? That's how we build our frame of imagination, right? Yeah, this person looks good, must be a good person. Really intelligent, must be a good person.
It also comes with Guruji, with society creating a system around us. That
We are society ourselves, so it's easier to put it, yeah, society is like that, but then ourselves, it also takes some responsibility on it. The point which I'm trying to make is that just because someone is having skills, externals, really doesn't matter. Yeah. They're going to go away. But Krishna looks through. In Krishna's story, we hear about this Kubja. She was really, her body was so, it was vikara. There was no real shape to it. Her back was like really, she would walk like this. Really ugly looking. But when Krishna went and asked her, can I get some perfume? She happily gave whatever she had. And then Krishna just held her with his toe. Krishna pressed her feet down and with his hand just gave a small jerk like this to her. What is this called as? Chin. And then she became the most beautiful ever. And you may think that this is a magic, but then what Krishna really did was that he brought the beauty which was there in her heart outside. Right? So external beauty, really not really the beauty. So Lakshman could see through, Ram could see through that, yeah, this person is looking beautiful, but really not having a beautiful heart. Right? Because if someone has a beautiful heart, from Krishna's perspective, they don't want to enjoy Krishna. They don't want to enjoy Ram. They don't want to enjoy Sita. They want to serve. That's the beauty of the heart. And unfortunately, as Kunti Maharani says in Srimad Bhagavatam, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribhir, someone has high birth, very elevated status in the society, having a lot of education, having a lot of beauty, a lot of wealth. These things in general make a person just away from Krishna. Yeah. So when we have these things, we should be really careful that I use it for Krishna, in the service of Krishna. Anyway, coming back. Because Lakshmana understood, he was really angry. But Ramji, Lakshmana, they have very way of dealing with things. So just cut her nose and ears and she just ran away in her original form. She decided, it's interesting, she could have gone to Ravan and told that you should go and kill Ram.
Yes.
Right? She could have done that, right? That this Ram and Lakshmana are there in the forest. They have hurt me. You should go and kill them. She could have done that, right? Usually, if that's how it, like 1:1, then some connection. Then instead, she decided to go and tell about Sita. It's an amazing psychology if you think about it, right? So the underlying heart, it's how our heart also functions. We really want something. Somebody else perhaps got it. We are not thinking about, oh, I didn't get this. We're like, why this person is having it? Right? This guy also should not have it. So she could not get Ram. She's like, Sita has Ram. She should not be having Ram. How can leaving? We'll come back. Hare Krishna. So, amazing tendency, isn't it? This is how we also, I'm really striving for this medal or some glory in the workplace or something in my life, and my neighbor ends up getting it, or my colleague ends up getting it. Right? In general, the response is that it doesn't matter whether I have it or not. This person should not be having it. You know this joke, right? Like somebody got a devata appearing in front of them, and they told, you ask whatever, you will get it, and then I'll give 10 times to the neighbor. Right? You know this? Yeah. So first they told, I should become super rich. The other guy became 10 times super rich. Second thing, he told, I should have this, that, families, followers, and servants. And the other guy got 10 times of all. Third thing, he told, I should get a mild heart attack. Mild. They thought they can just play around. Other person ended up getting 10 times lesser, milder heart attack. Anyway, so that's the tendency in general. So, a beggar is really not competing with Bill Gates, right? He'll never. His competition always with what? Next beggar. Right? I got this much, other guy got so. They will not be competing with like somebody who is having hundreds of thousands or millions or whatever. They will be competing with next. This is the tendency which is there in our heart because that's ultimately how we are. Shurpanaka is like, no. So let's just go and inside this thing in Ravan. And that's precisely what modern marketing does in your heart. The job of Shurpanaka. If you think about it, this is deep. This is what marketing does in your heart. Just creates a picture in your heart. You own this gadget, you will control the world. Right? In one of the release of a smartwatch, the company went on to say that because they had put a meditation assistance, that the watch could play meditation assistance. The way it was marketed is, you have this, you'll be able to control the universe. It's amazing how marketing plays out. It's literally the job of Shurpanaka. She just built an amazing view of how Ravan could be enjoying with Sita. And when the mind is affected like that, infatuated like that, good instructions don't really make much of difference. From the conception until the end, Vibhishan kept telling to Ravana, don't do this. Really not worth. Right? Really not worth.
In fact, many people advise.
Many people advise, but yeah, Vibhishan was close. Really next, brother. But unfortunately, when the mind is so infatuated, it really doesn't listen. Just until it gets it. Right? Of course, we may be thinking, Prabhu, I came here to listen to some Ramayana. What are you saying? I'm not that bad. Yeah, maybe not that bad, but tendency is still there. Tendency of I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy, and
At the cost of others.
the cost of others, that's one. And then, what about Krishna?
No, it's zero.
No place for Krishna. Right? I am there. You see, in a circle, there is one center. Right now, in the circle of our lives, we are the center. Now, our whole philosophy of Krishna consciousness is that Krishna has to be the center, right, of everything. But right now, you are the center of your lives. A circle cannot have two centers. It doesn't make sense. Circle means there is one center. So, what should you do?
Replace ourselves with Krishna.
What exactly is the meaning of replace?
We should realize that we are nothing.
No, just in the context of circle. Just be in the context of circle. Replace means what should happen? No, can never happen. Yes, that can never happen. That position is taken. Anyway, you can't be ever.
Krishna higher than you.
But in this context, circle, yoga, circle, not a sphere. Circle.
Krishna is center.
Put yourself out. Right? That's the meaning of replace. Right? Take yourself out first. Yeah, draw a different circle in which Krishna is center, right? Could be also. But then, if you're talking about life circle, you need to first put yourself out of it. Right? Really understand. You need. Right now, yeah, of course, Srila Prabhupada keeps talking about it. Gita has spoken about it. Every scripture talks about it. However, the fact remains still that I have not realized that I am not this body. I still think that I am the body. Right? This is what I am. That's what I think. This is what I am, and this is mine. Two different understandings. This is what I am, and this is mine. When you have that consciousness, that's where everything else starts building on it, because you think that this is yours, you are this, so you want to enjoy. If you really would understand that I am not this, Hare Krishna, and this is not mine also. I am not this, and it is not mine. Is it making sense? The body which you possess, you are not the body. It is not yours also. It's not yours. But right now we think like that, and that's where everything else is built upon that. So Krishna is speaking about ajnana here in this verse 10-11 which I quoted. Nashayami atma bhavastha ajnana dipena bhasvata aham ajnanajam tamaha. That deepest, darkest ignorance which is there in everyone is this. So think that I am this body and no,
This is mine.
this is mine, right? Is mine, and then you can start projecting it outside, more. This is also mine. This is also mine. This is mine. Everything is mine. I want to enjoy everything. The enjoying propensity is built on top of that. The foundational ignorance is to think that I am this. Because if someone understands that, no, you're not this, what will you enjoy really? Because enjoying right now is all through the senses and mind. And that's where enjoyment is going on. If you understand you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not your intelligence, you're not your ego, what will you enjoy really? So the whole spiritual life works on counterintuitive stuff. If you really want to become happy, Prahlad Maharaj says, you should stop trying to be happy, and it will be happy then. It's counterintuitive, right? You want to become happy, right, in life? Everybody wants to become happy. Everybody wants to enjoy, right? Everyone. But to get there, you need to stop putting efforts. If you start putting efforts, you'll become frustrated. It's counterintuitive, right? Not really straight line. You want to become happy, then stop trying to be happy. Because trying to be happy is a tendency of Ravan. Because as such, nothing belongs to us. Nothing. Whatever you have right now is all given, is awarded. So a person who understands that surrenders to Krishna or Ram, whatever. So we see that eventually in Ramayana, we see Vibhishan came and he tried to counsel Ravan so much, but then eventually he said no. He came and surrendered to Ram. Usual tendency is that we go to Krishna or Ram, even though we were good people, let's say, we get what we wanted and we forget. Ramayana speaks of that also. Right? Sugriva was really struggling in his life, running away from his brother all the time. Finally, somehow found a place of shelter in Kishkinda. But then, the moment he found Ram and Lakshman, he said, okay, fine, we can have a alliance now. And he achieved what he wanted to achieve, and then forgot. Right? Ram kept his side of agreement. Sugriv got what he wanted and forgot. We also do that, right? We go to God, yeah, give me this, give me that, whatever. Really difficult bargain with deities. I'll give 1 coconut, 2 bananas, right? Or maybe 2 coconut, 4 bananas. Yeah.
That's like bribing.
And then my list, my God, is not even 1:1 comparison between. I want a car, good wife, children, and this, and then for two coconuts and 4 bananas. Right? And then Krishna is so merciful that he gives it sometimes. And then we forget to give even 2 coconuts, 4 bananas also afterwards. Right? So we just forget totally. And we go to Krishna next time when there is difficulty again. So Ramayana, or in fact any Vedic literature, we need to really understand when we are studying it, we need to be having a few different thought processes, right? One is, how can I learn? Can I also see my own life through these characters? Can I really understand how I also behave like this? So I also have Ravan inside. I have this tendency. You all thought about it, right, in the beginning? Your own ways of enjoyment. We all have it. I'm not questioning your desire to enjoy. All of us, we have the desires. But then real Dasara, Vijayadashami, for that to happen, I need to be able to surrender to Krishna and tell to Krishna, Krishna, I'm yours. Ram, I'm yours. You come and you be in my heart as the center of my life, and I am taking myself out. I'll undergo this pain because it is a painful process to remove myself from the center. It's a painful process. Because right now the ego is so thick, I think that it's all mine. I need to come out of that tendency. I really want to come out of tendency that I'm the enjoyer. I am not. And that process is a bit painful. You need to take some steps which are active. It can't be just a philosophy sitting on an armchair and keep thinking about it. No, has to be active. Seva is active. Bhakti is active. It's not passive. Many people, they tell, no, I also have bhakti. I have devotion. What do? Morning I come, I ring the bell, I put some agarbatti and dhoop, and then I show some lamp, and then close, and I go. I do whatever I do. I come back in the evening again and do the same thing. That's not bhakti. Bhakti is active. It is not intermittent, occasional activity. It's active, all the time, continuous. Right? And for that to happen, I need to be I need to be able to do some active things in life, active changes in life. So surrendering to Krishna or Lord Ram, it's an active, has to be an active principle of life. You understand what is active and passive? Passive could be, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm also devoted to Krishna. I have bhakti to Ram. In active, it means that you do something about it. And then Shastras tell what you do. They give some directions, what all you could do as an active principle. The first thing is anukulyasya sankalpam. You need to make a firm determination, a sankalpa, that whatever is favorable for my Krishna consciousness, my bhakti to Lord Ram, I am going to accept in my life wholeheartedly, not grudgingly, wholeheartedly. I'll use it for a PR little bit now. Kartika month is coming, right? In 4 days. We have a group of few devotees who are, like Pratik and Sneha is here. Other guys are not here. They are trying to reach out to everyone in our community and see if somebody wants to host a Kartika program in their home, right? In the entire month. Very happy to come to your home. I already brought laddus which we made yesterday. We'll be coming to your home. We'll give you the opportunity to go and sing Damodar Ashtakam, offer diya to Damodar and take prasadam, all for no cost. It's not a fundraising campaign which we are running. We just want to bring auspiciousness to your home. So this program is going to come. Just in 4 days it's going to start. I don't know how many people Pratik already reached or Sneha already reached. But this is going to come. And when you as an audience, when you hear this, you should be like, wow, I also want to do this. Just once a month. And not just once a year. Kartika is there 30 days. And people are just giving me everything. I don't want to do anything really. I just open the door of the house and that's it. Okay. So when this message comes to your ears, you should be like, I want to do this. Ravi Shankar Prabhu or Pratik or someone calls you and tells, Prabhu, can you please bring this to the program on Sunday? Or can you arrange this? Can you help with this? You should be feeling like, yes, for sure. What can I do? That is the meaning of anukulyasya sankalpam. Whatever is favorable for your bhakti, you're enthusiastic about it. It's called as sevon mukha. Mukha is face. Unmukha is raised face. You usually raise your face when you're enthusiastic. You lower your face when you are really dejected in life. But it also works counter clockwise, counter, how do you say it? Inverse. If you put your face up, you also become enthusiastic. You can actually try it. Just put your head down. All the things which are there in the past will start coming to your brain. Your thought process, like everything which has happened, is just how mind works, how brain works. So be unmukha, raised face, enthusiastic for seva. Seva unmukha. So that's one way of anukulyasya sankalpam. Be enthusiastic for service. And there's some other things also. You need to be having a sattvic life, meaning that I chant Hare Krishna mantra every day, daily. Yeah, mind is really not really cooperating, doesn't matter. Sit down and chant Hare Krishna mantra. Take prasadam only. Yeah? Not that, yeah, I eat prasadam also. There's a difference between I eat prasadam also. I eat only prasadam. Nothing else. It's a pain, right? This is a pain, isn't it? If you make a conclusion in your heart that I eat only prasadam, nothing else. Which means that which is cooked with devotion and offered to Krishna in devotion. And you may ask, Prabhu, no, but what about this? What about that? But yeah, there may be some ifs and buts and some exemptions and some corner cases, but life cannot run on those things. You can't make exceptions on a daily basis. And that's not exception then, that's your life. And if something is happening on a daily basis, you can't tell that it's an exception. It's your life. And you need to fix it. Is it making sense? What did I just say? Let's repeat my last statement.
You need to fix it.
You need to fix it. Fix what? If something is going on in your life in which it's not really aligned with Krishna, please understand there is not exception. You are not exception also. Bring it aligned with Krishna. So first thing, chant Hare Krishna mantra every day. Second, eat only prasadam. Put an effort. Of course, yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult, but put an effort. At least tell your mind that, no, this is how I want to live. Maybe you will fail sometime, that's okay. We are not telling that you should be like from 0 to 100 in 1 second, no. You may fail. I understand everybody has a busy life and everything, that's fine. At least conviction has to be there that this is where I want to reach and start putting efforts. Yeah, it's good for you. You may tell that, no, I am so busy. But you know what, just cook at home and it's healthy for you, it's good for your body, mind, intelligence and Atma, all of it. Right? So, to study Bhagavad Gita Srimad Bhagavatam as much as possible on a daily basis. Right? You need to study. But tell, no, Prabhu, I put some podcast here, I listen to this and that's fine. But you need to also sit down and study. Fourth one, come to associations like this. Right? So quick recap. Chant Hare Krishna mantra every day. Every day. Yeah.
Only prasadam.
Only prasadam. Good. Sit and study Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. It's for us. Right? Associate with devotees. And this has to be an active principle. Meaning that your mind is actually immersed in these things. And that's how we can actually eventually become Krishna conscious. Because you're thinking of something constantly then. You just think, no, once a week I come here, I do some bhajan and some kirtan and I feel good and yeah, it could be the beginning point, but that's not bhakti. Please don't, it's the beginning of bhakti. We can tell it like that. But that's not bhakti. Bhakti is active. Mind, consciousness has to be involved in Krishna all the time. That's bhakti. So that's about anukulyasya sankalpam. Second step is pratikulyasya varjanam. Whatever is not favorable, get rid of it. If something is not favorable, you're wasting time doing whatever things which you're doing which is not favorable. You are the best judge, you're all grown up people. Decide for yourself what is not which is helping you in your bhakti, get rid of it. At least make a plan to get rid of it. Yeah. Then rest of the things will not even enter right now because these first two things, if we take care of it, there are 4 other principles which are a bit more advanced. Let us, at least on this day of Vijayadashami, let us put this effort. Why? Because this is going to be a painful process a bit in the beginning because you have to put a bit of effort in the direction which is going to be not so appreciated by your own mind. Your mind may even tell that, no, that other person will not like it if I do like this. Right? Oh, my family will not like it. Oh, my parents will not like it. Oh, my this will not like it. Oh, my boss will not like it. Whatever. Mind, because mind doesn't like it, it may even create a situation wherein other people may not like it if you be a bhakta or a devotee of Krishna. So, we're not saying that it's going to be an easy process, but at least if we start, that's the beginning, and then eventually you will be able to figure out that yes, by next year Dasara comes, next year Vijayadashami is there, you can come and tell, yes Nilambara, I heard this class last year, I have been putting some efforts in this direction, and yes, I see some good results. I feel myself as an improved version of version 1. From 1.0 to 1.01. Right? An advanced next release of myself. Operating system which is there in my heart needs to be reformatted right now. So that could be a good message. I'll end there. Any thoughts, comments, questions? No?
In the case of Ravana and the situation with Sita, you mentioned the first approach was, the first one was, when you asked the question, what was the first?
Yeah, the first one was when Ravan went to the Swayamvara of Sita. Sita had a celebration or a ceremony wherein the girl can choose the husband. So Sita's father Janaka Maharaj had arranged a competition that whoever would come and lift the bow of Lord Shiva could, they are calling, that's the first step, right? Somebody, if somebody has to be considered for as a would-be husband of Mother Sita, they need to be at least be able to lift this. And in that itself, everybody got screened out. When no one was left, that's when Vishwamitra said to Ram, you go and try. Not that Ram was, he pushed everyone out. Yeah, no, I'll come first. Right? No. Yeah. So that's, Ravan had got defeated that time. He couldn't do it. He couldn't.
Ravana was here.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
this detail, I don't know.
Yeah.
First time I heard.
So he couldn't pass that exam. He couldn't. He left. Defeated.
That's why it's important to study, because sometimes the winning small details
Mm.
you skip.
Yeah. So as such, Ravana was a very lusty person, right? He was. People try to make a picture of Ravan who he is not. And everything was good with Ravan, only one bad thing he did. And that's how people, especially in modern times now, he was such a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And if you go to social media, you will hear enough versions of, there is in fact a version of Ramayana wherein Ravan is the hero. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, there are multiple.
So people need to be really like having some serious mental disorders to come up with this kind of situations, but people can anyway. They're people. For us, we are servants of Krishna, so we understand from that perspective. Okay, anything else? Yes, you had a question? Your name, Rakesh, you said?
I'm Rakesh.
Yes. Yeah.
Generally we know things, like theoretically we know which is good, which is bad, everything. But then the Ravan takes control and then you don't put it into practice. Probably you do it 2 days, 3 days, but then it doesn't. I mean, it's generally the problem. Like,
Yes.
How do we, generally scriptures talk about what to do, but then how part is what I'm asking.
You need constant association, that's fine. So the 4 principles which we talked about. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra will help you with purifying your mind, right? All the desires which are there, your heart will start getting purified. Eating prasadam will purify your body, also your mind, because certain aspects of mind, yes. And then studying shastras, they purify your intellect. If you sincerely sit down and study shastras, it will purify your intellect. The association can enable all these things in a consistent way. That's why you need to be having constant association. It's not that, you came here, you got some knowledge, you're gone. Right? And you come next year, Vijayadashmi now. No, can't be like that. So you should strive in life as much as possible to be in association, because that's where you can be constantly reminded that, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this. Right? So that's one of the reasons also why I usually keep my talks on a more practical level, on more something which you can apply and take home, because you may not come back. Right? So I need to really contribute something to your life even if you don't come back. So, but I do hope that you come back. Yeah? But that's the answer. To keep yourself.
That's the answer, because at least there are people around you, at least bring you into
Yes.
space again. Otherwise
Yes.
you're just gone.
Yes. And then it will be also, apart from these 4, this for yourself. If you want to get A+, great. I don't know how it is in Netherlands. In India also, I don't know how they grade it. But in US it was A, B, C, D, but you could also get A+. You could also get A++. In US, there is a grading system in which if the exam is for 100, you could get 120 for it. Right? So, out of 4, you can actually score 4.05 or 4.1 or 4.2. There is possibility if you do really well. So, now that's the premise of it. If you want to really do really well, apart from these 4, also start asking, what can I do from my side, also as an active thing for other people. Yeah. So these 4 for ourselves. What can I do for other people? How can I contribute? You get A+ grade then. Right? You can also make it A++. Come to an understanding that my life is just for others. That's A++. Yeah. So, because as such, what do I own? Nothing. It's better if I just use it for the better purpose, right? So, is that okay? Good. Any other thoughts? Yes, Pratik?
You said statement like where we try to enjoy and we don't want Krishna out of the picture, but what if like we want to enjoy as well as want Krishna? Like both, like we want to enjoy the material world as well as we want Krishna.
In the history of the universe, only few people have got that kind of position. There was a flower vendor in Mathura. Krishna and his friends, after meeting, I believe it was after meeting Kubja, they were walking ahead, and then they went to this flower vendor. His name was also Sudhama. And this guy was so happy seeing Krishna and Balaram and all his friends, just worship them so well, in so much of heart, so much of bhakti and love. And Krishna was so happy with his attitude and service, and he blessed Sudama and told, ask me whatever you want, I'll fulfill it. You may think that he asked like, I want to enjoy. Sudama told, no, I don't want anything. You came, I'm able to serve you, good enough. There is not a Sudama, which is the Sudama Brahmana also. That's not this story. It's a different story. So this guy tells, no, I don't want anything. And Krishna forced, please, ask something. The Sudama Brahmana said, not Sudama Brahmana, Sudama flower vendor. He said, please award me a situation wherein I'm always engaged in your service and I become best friends with everyone, all the living entities. I want to have a friendship with everyone. I want to be serving you and your lotus feet always. Krishna said, sure, it will happen. And along with that, I'm giving you a benediction. You'll enjoy full material enjoyment, full to fullest. And when you finish, you'll come to me. Right? You enjoy full, the limits of it. Right? And then when you are done with this life, you'll come to me. So, Krishna could give that to someone, but a devotee is not anticipating that as such. Yes. And people like that, they're always with Krishna, and that's the meaning of it, right? So the moment you are with Krishna, you're enjoying always anyways. So our understanding of enjoyment is really upside down, Pratik. You should really understand this. It's really upside down. Right? We may be thinking, with Krishna, I'll give a very simple example. I'll buy an iPhone. I'll use it for studying Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll hear all the classes with this. Right? Yeah?
That's all.
Yes? So, we can try to Krishnaize things, but that's a process. It's in the beginning. It's good if we start doing it. But we need to understand that's not the highest plane of existence. That's a beginning. It could be a beginning. Yeah. I'm not taking it out. It can be a beginning that, whatever I have, I'll start utilizing in Krishna consciousness. And then whatever I'm wanting to get, also I'll try to utilize in Krishna consciousness. I'm 37 now. I'm doing outreach since last 18 years or so. There was a phase in my life wherein I have met a lot of my friends and a lot of other people who would come to me and tell that, Prabhu, I really want to get married. I think I can serve better when I get married. Right? So many of them. And many of them ended up in a lot of frustration afterwards. Because if you really want to serve Krishna, you don't need to anticipate for a future to go and serve Krishna. You can serve Krishna
Right now.
now. And that is the crux of bhakti. You need to serve Krishna now. If you are thinking that no, a future arrangement could help me serve better, yeah, maybe, but may not be also. I can't wait until then. I need to be able to serve Krishna now. Yeah. So that's a good, thing to keep in mind. And I should be able to serve Krishna now. Rakesh, I'll come back to you if somebody doesn't have, anybody else doesn't have. Yes, Sri Shagru.
So in addition to we comment that one, material enjoyment of Krishna. Initially, each individual entity has a soul, part and parcel of Krishna. Somehow, part and parcel of Krishna means we are as an entity, integral part of that one. We got separated. It's our choice, Krishna's choice, whose choice?
Your choice, fully.
Because we say that you alone itself enjoying, we will separate it, we will enjoy, after enjoyment we will come back to you.
Krishna has nothing to do with your karma. Very clear in Gita. It's told yours is yours. I have nothing to do with it.
But anyway, we are part and
Yeah, you're part and parcel. But Krishna has created a situation wherein there is not a forced conversion in heart. Right? When there is force, there cannot be love. If parents are forcing their children to love, it is not love, it's just force. Love has to be voluntary, and the universe operates on that principle. You can love Krishna voluntarily. There is no force. If you, by your own analytical understanding and understanding of the universe, your own rational intelligence, you come to an understanding that I want to serve Krishna, has to be your choice. Krishna will not force it. You may suffer, enjoy whatever. Krishna has nothing to do with it. But he, as an amazing personality, as the best friend of yours, he has created a situation wherein you can actually exercise yourself to be happy yourself without Krishna. You can attempt. Whether you become happy or miserable, Krishna has nothing to do with that. The universe works on that principle. Right? Everybody can strive to become happy. Nobody can stop. I can't come and tell that, no, Sneha, you can't do like this. Sneha has full independence. She can decide what she wants to do and doesn't want to do. Right? I can request. That she takes it or not is on her. Krishna also requests. Somebody takes it or not is on them. But as such, Krishna has nothing to do with anyone's karma. And that is in crystal clear words in Gita. I have nothing to do with anyone's karma. It's on them. That's why karma principle, karma siddhanta makes sense. Because if Krishna starts, it's a random thing then, right? Why is he choosing Pratapadra to get something and then somebody else to do something else? Right? So karma siddhanta works on this principle that you are actually responsible. But if you surrender to Krishna, then Krishna can start acting through you. But then it doesn't matter what happens to yourself then. You are surrendered to an extent, and whether you are suffering, pleasure, pain, all these relative things don't really affect you anymore.
But these things are associated with the mind or the soul.
Ultimately, it's Atma who can experience, right? Body cannot experience anything, it's dead. Right now, the projection of Atma is external. So, Atma has this feeling now that this is all me. Right? And that's the conditioning which is working on Atma also. But you cannot tell that, no, I am conditioned because of external factors. You are conditioned because of your own desires, because of your own intentions. You want to be like this at some point of time, you continue to create your own existence and you are like this now. And you can now also, the good thing is you can start changing that direction. Yeah, maybe Pratik should just be inside for 5 minutes, we'll be done. So, yeah. Mind is exactly like that room, that's mind. Right? You come here, listen to me, it's like Pratik going inside. I leave, you leave, chatter, no control. Mind is that room. Now you are choosing that. Yes, you could be also different. You can choose to come to Amsterdam now, for example. I'm not telling you should, but you can choose, right? You can choose to go on Harinam. You can choose to study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. You can choose to really immerse yourself. You can choose to just call 100 people in Netherlands around, or Amsterdam or in Eindhoven around, and tell that we actually want to do this Kartika programs, and why don't you sign up? Moment by moment you have choice all the time. Whether you want to invest that in Krishna, in service, or yourself, enjoying, it's on you. Krishna is not dictating this, that how you should be doing what. You have a free will. You can choose.
So by our free will, we are separated from the Krishna.
Yes, but that separation or union, Srila Prabhu, you need to understand it's more on subtle level, not on a gross level. It just takes, Prabhupada was asked once, how much time does it take to become Krishna conscious? Prabhupada said like this. You can become Krishna conscious like this much time, right? So, because it's just realigning our consciousness, what exactly am I thinking right now? I'm thinking right now, I want to enjoy myself. The moment you start thinking that, no, I want to serve Krishna, let Krishna be happy, right?
Serving one part of it, it's our duty. We have to serve.
No, so yeah, duty is one part.
No option for that.
No,
But
there is option.
in order to have that one, just understanding that one. So really, in the initial itself, I am separated from the Krishna or from Brahma and all somehow fragmented, and then I am uniting in. Just I am trying to understand.
Yeah, so you are thinking all these things in a very analytical way, in which
But that much bandwidth I don't have.
it's not backed up with sufficient purity of heart. I'm sorry for telling that. Yeah, so now but the good thing is you can get there. Now how do you get there is what we discussed. So try to please practice. Yeah, let the practice also play a little bit. Please study Srimad Bhagavatam daily.
Amazing things. There is no doubt about it.
No. Let's become very practical now. You need to chant Hare Krishna mantra every day without miss, at least 2 hours. That's 16 rounds. Yeah. Study Srimad Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Come to association which you do. And then take prasadam which you do because Gita Mataji cooks. So, but then first 2 are on you, and you should start doing it very sincerely. The more sincerity you put into your practice, some of these questions will become more clearer to you, because these are subtle questions. These need some...
That sincerity or that getting that mood also.
That is not having...
Knowledge also.
No, it's not having any backdrop. You can't think that, there is some baggage which is stopping you from getting there. No.
Nothing, no practice.
Yes.
You should feel inspired, motivated,
Yes.
enjoy, you have that mood. Then you will start automatically that you
No,
cannot stop.
I disagree with it. And that's let's just take a practical example. Just so that everybody else is involved, let's make it last discussion of today. Srila Prabhu's proposition is that only if you have interest and enthusiasm towards practicing bhakti in a serious way, then you can enjoy it. My proposal, and I can prove it now, that it is not like that. You need to start doing, and then you'll start relishing it. Yeah? I'll give you a few examples. We discussed about it last week. I gave the example of listening to music. If you hear the first, let's say, everybody has a favorite music, right? You have a favorite music? Whatever it is, song, guitar, play of someone, it doesn't matter. You have your favorite song? Everyone has it? How many times have you heard it? Huh? Many times, right? Is there anybody who tells me that I have a favorite song, I have heard it once?
No.
Right? Because there is an initial interest, oh maybe this is good, but then you start hearing, and then you're like, no, this is my favorite. I'll keep hearing this. Right? It just doesn't make sense. You heard something, it's your favorite song, you never heard it again. Just can't be like that. Right? One example. Second example. If ever you experienced love in life towards anyone, doesn't matter who that is, your counterpart, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, doesn't matter who they are. If you have experienced love, it is not like one instance and 100. Never. You start investing yourself into the relationship and love builds up. What do you do during that time is you're constantly thinking about them. Right? You're talking about them. And now Sham and Meera, they have the small baby. Is it that the baby happened like you're so much in love? No. Right? You start doing things for them. Serving them night and day. Right? And then there is a building of love. You talk about them. You think about them. You serve them. So it's an active thing. So love is an active thing. So bhakti also active. So you need to start doing it. If you tell me that, no, first show me and then I'll do it. No, that's not going to happen. Right? To start doing. And it's also not that you just do a little bit and then you need to experience full. Also doesn't happen. Even in normal circumstances, it doesn't happen. A boy and a girl, if they start looking at each other, yes, some little attraction in the beginning, but then for the love to develop, they need to really invest. They need to understand each other's likings. Right? Somebody doesn't like roses. The boy just gets bunch of roses. If he just keeps doing it, very soon it will be a dead end. First time, yeah, he didn't know. Right? And the girl said, I don't like roses. And second time, boy brings more roses. Right? You think love develops like this? No, right? And then you ask that person, okay, if you don't like roses, what do you like? I like tulips. Okay, I'll bring tulips. That's how love develops. You agree with me? Or no, you just keep bringing roses one after the other, like every time roses, more roses. You think, so this is how you need to take bhakti. Now the beauty about Krishna is if you start hearing about Krishna, you can actually start developing love towards Krishna. Mind works like this. And the converse and the inverse logic also works. I have a recording about it, I'll share with you afterwards, how inverse logic works. I'll end there because it's almost 2:30. We need to sing, offer flowers. Pratik, we have flowers to offer?
Yeah.
Yes? Where? Oh, we also have Aarti. Should I do it? Okay, sure. Pratap can sing. I'll perform Aarati, and at the end of it, everybody can come and offer flowers to Lord Ram, Sita, Lakshman. Hanumanji is also there, Vamandev Prabhu? Yes, very good. So please, but first Pratap will sing, I'll perform Aarati. The end of it, you all can come and offer flowers. Is that okay? And then we take Prashadam. Is it fine?
Yep.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope I didn't make your life too difficult. It's okay, right? Manageable? Still? You'll come next week? I'll be here next week also. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Praise Prabhu Ki Jai.